Welcome to Ada Continues, episode 142.
142.
A weekly podcast posts up every Monday in which we talk about video games and related topics. It goes up as an MP3 on adacontinues.com, and a few days beforehand it will go up on youtube.com/adacontinues. It just gets uploaded a couple hours after the recording. Ada Continues is a member of the Tech Podcast Network at techpodcast.com, and I am your host, Stafa, if this is the first time that you are listening or watching this show. I usually have different guest hosts on the show with me each week, and this week I have my brother, Ali.
What's up?
How you doing?
Doing okay. Ready for Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, today's Thursday.
Man.
It is not Monday. It is.
Days are just a blur to me now. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Anyway.
The glimpse of darkness inside Stafa. Moving on, everyone.
This week's episode segments will include what have we been playing. A couple quick announcements, pretty much a repeat of the last week's announcements. We're going to have a main topic. Maybe it's Crash Bandicoot. Maybe it's something else. We're going to see. It's going to be a surprise.
What?
And after that...
I don't even know, guys.
After that, we got some news topics. And that's going to be it. No listener feedback this week, unfortunately, but that's going to be the show. So, let's get rolling.
Rolling.
Let's talk about what
we've been playing.
What have you?
Me?
What have you been
I
playing?
go first.
You go first.
Okay. I've been playing on the PS Vita. Muramasa Rebirth.
Why'd you become Australian?
PS Vita. I don't know. I'm trying to do Andrew House.
Andrew House.
PS Vita.
What you turn Australian? Isn't he British? You gotta put shrimp on the Barbie?
What? Shrimp on the Barbie?
Yeah.
Oh, shrimp on the barbecue? Come on to Outback Steakhouse!
So anyways, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Muramasa Rebirth on the Vita.
Mm-hmm.
I beat it.
Mm-hmm.
I got all the weapons.
So you beat...
Yes, both characters.
Okay, that's more than I played it.
I unlocked all the weapons.
Because after I beat it with the girl, I didn't really feel like playing it anymore.
So
I felt like I was done.
It's a lot of grinding after that. It's not fun.
There was a lot of grinding before that.
Yeah, well, yeah. You could teleport using the save points though.
Oh, okay.
So it makes things a little easier. Well, it is a lot of grinding in 99 for both characters.
So what is Muramasa?
It is. I saw it
it's a Metroidvania.
Yeah, sorta, I guess. I mean,
is essentially.
The thing is, Metroidvania, there's a point to backtrack.
Yeah.
But in Muramasa, there isn't. It's just why not just make it a linear game?
It could have easily been a linear game.
It could have, yeah.
Instead, they decided to put
just rooms and rooms,
a bunch of
empty rooms,
really empty rooms,
with unavoidable combat and
rooms with combat that never comes back after you fight them the first time. Rooms that are just plain empty.
Yeah.
Just to show off the pretty backgrounds.
They're pretty backgrounds. Though.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yep.
It's rooms. At least half the rooms have absolutely nothing in them except for pretty backgrounds.
Later on, you get attacked a lot more, which doesn't make it annoying. It's very annoying actually. But anyway, so I've seen it labeled as an action RPG because of the way the combat works. So, normally when you walk into an area...
That's pretty much, all aren't the majority A Metroidvania. No, I wouldn't say all. But a lot of them.
Well, the thing is,
at least the Castlevanias are action RPGs.
the thing is, for the most part, not always the case. For the most part, in Muramasa, the combat is like it's like random encounters, like random battles,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like Final Fantasy. I mean, it doesn't like swirl into a background scene. Like you just get locked. Like the screen gets locked within a certain area,
Yeah.
and then like enemies come into the screen.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it is. And then you have to fight them, and then you kill them, and then you can move on.
Yeah.
You can't move on unless you kill them. I mean, there are exceptions to that rule. Like there are some junction rooms where, like, once you go in, like they automatically spawn, but you could like just try to dodge them and get to the next area.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
And usually those are dudes throwing bombs at you.
those are the most annoying guys ever. Like they're always the most annoying ones.
No, I just run past them.
Well, no, I mean like they put the most annoying bad guys in those like unavoidable ones, like those ninjas that throw the like
The ones that are flying on kites.
yeah, the ones that fly on the kites. Well, those aren't the ones.
But those are annoying ones.
Yeah, they are annoying. Anyway.
Well,
so,
yeah, the game's basically a Metroidvania in the sense of you're backtracking a lot, and you upgrade your character.
yeah,
You get new weapons and swords and stuff, and you
just
you,
new swords.
You actually, well, yeah, new swords, and your stats go up.
Yeah.
And you equip items like. Well,
Just
don't you have like suits?
you've got three sword slots, and then you've got one equipment slot.
Yeah.
So the equipment slot is like a stats modifier type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
or some
Like this one allows you to not get poisoned.
yeah,
or something like that.
one allows you to not get poisoned. One prevents like status altogether. One of them makes your strength and what was the other one? Vitality, is it? Like strength and
I don't
something.
know.
Strength
One makes
like
you a special person.
yeah, exactly. One increases drop rate of items, all sorts of different things. But yeah, it's I mean you've got like an upgrade system. You gain experience points and.
But like as we mentioned, just because it's structured like a Metroidvania doesn't mean there's actual. I mean that's one of the biggest flaws of this game, that there is really no point in the backtracking.
Yeah, there's no point in the backtracking. Also, Metroidvania and like Castlevania, they often require you to like solve puzzles, even if they are rudimentary.
Mm-hmm.
But these are, I mean, this is just backtracking.
Like
it's like
it's
like, oh, there's this barrier here. You cannot break it until you get to the next sword.
Yeah.
And to get the next sword, you fight the boss, and the boss is like, oh, just walk this way. That's what it tells you. It tells you
But
just walk this way.
An example for like Castlevania and Metroid is like, okay, this door needs a rocket to open the door.
Yes.
Or in Castlevania, you need to turn into mist to go through this grate.
Or you need
whatever.
to get or you need to get boots and use mist.
Yeah.
Like metal boots to break spikes and stuff.
There's reason to like go back and you're like, oh, I can reach this thing that I couldn't have before, and in this one it's just straight up, oh, here's a wall.
Yeah, the equipment in Metroid and especially Castlevania, like you get really cool and unique stuff, but in Muramasa, it's just like all blades. Like they give you different special abilities and stuff like that, but most of them are very similar, and a lot of them are very situational as well. Like some of them, like they're anti-air basically, so it's useless to use for on the ground. Another one is just all ground and it's just absolutely useless. And it costs a lot to do. Like it costs a lot of spirit. It's like your little magic bar type of thing to use it. And I don't know. Like I mean, I thought it was a good game. I mean,
I think the combat's fun.
Yeah, I think the combat is fun. It does get like by the time I got to level 99, like some of it was really frustrating. Like it was just annoying.
It also has like huge bosses.
That wasn't bad though.
Like I mean, like no, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's one thing about the game is that there are huge bosses, and we mentioned the art looks
really fantastic. Yeah.
So like everything's hand drawn.
Yes.
So like these huge because they're just huge and like there's so
There's like
much.
so detailed.
Yeah,
Of course,
and
yeah.
they're like animated, and it looks just really weird because of the fact that they're just these giant sprites.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just it's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think overall it's a good game, and if people like that sort of thing, they should definitely play it. But I mean, it definitely has its flaws as well. The incessant grinding, the map is bad, the traveling is bad, and like until you beat the game, you cannot like. There are people that offer fast travel through specific areas, like very specific areas, but until you like essentially beat the game, like you can't really use them. Because like first several times you meet these like guys that will like, carry you. They're
The dudes like wearing underwear,
no, two dudes.
or two dudes.
Two dudes
wearing,
and they like carry you on this board type of thing. But like the first like 5 times that you meet them, they're like, oh, the sun's going down. It's time to rest. Or oh, this area is too dangerous. We can't go through there. And it's just like not until like near the closer to the end of the game that they actually give you an option to go through areas. It'll skip like the actions, which is, I mean, like a good 5-8 minutes sometimes, maybe longer. But like when you do get to use them, you go back. It's essentially to go back to areas that you have no use for. It's just like, what's even the point, Another thing about that game is like the standard endings are garbage.
The ending I got, I was like, is it?
So different. So there's you beat the game one way, like just like straight through. That's one ending. For each character, that's 1, 2. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, after you beat the game with both characters, it allows you to use the swords of each other's skill tree that you unlock or whatever, or sword tree that you unlock.
Uh-huh.
So from there, you could like the two sword trees kind of like merge in the middle, so you could, one tree is blue, the other one's red, each for different characters, and you've got purple ones that you could.
And pretty much the sword tree is it's like a skill tree, except you use the souls to purchase the new sword, correct?
Yeah, souls
Yeah.
and spirit. Spirit,
Yeah.
which is
Wait, there's
yes,
two different ones?
yes, you need souls and spirit,
Okay.
which is spirit is gained by eating things, and then souls is gained by killing things, basically. So, yep, and finding like the green orbs around the place. But anyway, so after you get those two done, you have to like each character has a sword. Like one was like Descent into Misery, and the other one was like Threads of Fate. And each character has one.
I read online that the strongest sword in the game is kind of disappointing.
It kind of is. Yeah. I got it.
Well, like what's disappointing about it is like the
it's
special ability.
It's strong, and the special ability is neat. I mean, it's not really. I don't know. It could be better. That's the thing. It could be a lot better.
Did it make you feel like a boss?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I guess that would be disappointing because
Yeah.
like the strongest weapon in the game, it should make you feel like a.
I mean, not like all like it's supposed to be the best sword in the universe type of thing.
And that's one thing in like Metroidvanias. Like by the end of the game,
You feel awesome.
Yeah.
Like by the time when I played Symphony of the Night when I was on the PS1, you get to the end and I had like the Alucard shield and everything. I was just plowing through things, gaining health and hearts like all at the same time.
I had this sword that like it wasn't the strongest sword, but it was like the fastest sword.
That was the Muramasa.
And like each slash was like huge. Like
it was a double slash, wasn't it?
Yeah. And so I would just literally just walk through the levels.
You just jump through things and keep pounding on the button.
Like I was basically like this lawnmower just walking through the levels.
I mean, you feel awesome with like especially some of the weapons you get in Castlevania, but like just that game. I mean, like in order to get the second ending for each person, you have to use those two specific swords, one from the other person and one from your own. And you have to have both of them equipped while you go into the last battle and you get different fight. you actually fight the other character,
Oh, okay.
and then the same person you the other character, and then after that it's like after you beat it, the second time, you unlock a new sword, like the final sword for their own specific skill trees, and then so because you beat with both of them again, it unlocks you get the ability to craft the Ouroboros or something like that. Orobo. It's
See, when I played Miramasa,
yeah.
it was at the same time as when Strider came out, and you
Yeah.
got Strider for me.
Yeah.
And Strider, I feel like those two games, like playing them like at the same time, was very weird because they're both opposites of each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Strider has some pretty cool levels. Like the platforming is pretty good because Strider can climb on the walls and do a lot of really cool tricks, and there's a lot of fun platforming elements to the game.
Yeah.
Though it did have the same issue of like it. Well, not the issue of backtracking. The backtracking wasn't the issue of Strider. The issue of Strider was I didn't feel the need to go exploring. But I don't want to go too much into that. But basically, like Strider's main issue was combat. Like you don't get new moves or any of that. Like the swords are pretty much all the same except for one of them is kind of different.
Yeah.
And for the most part, when you fight a boss, it's a DPS race. You
See how much damage per second you get on the guy before you.
Yeah, like the faster you mash on the attack button, the faster you attack. So
just put on auto fire.
So it comes to trying to just out DPS the boss.
Yeah.
And that was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
And in Miramasa, like you actually have different moves and you can switch between 3 swords.
But the thing is, those swords, like you've got a long sword and regular sword.
Mm-hmm.
The variants.
But like each sword has its own special move.
But it still doesn't change that, and you only use those special moves very rarely because if you use it, it depletes the spirit of that the spirit of that sword, which makes it more prone to breaking.
That's why you keep rotating. You keep rotating the swords, and like you have like these maneuvers, like you can do the uppercut thing. You got like the down slash. You can do the zipping around. I mean, like there's a lot more to the combat than there was in
in Strider. I still think it could have been improved. But.
So like I just thought it was a huge contrast between the two games, and neither of them I would consider to be great Metroidvania games.
Yeah.
Last really good one that I played was Outland.
Yeah.
That was.
I still haven't beat that game. That game was really hard.
That game had awesome boss fights.
It did, but it's still really hard.
Yeah.
That's made by Housemarque, wasn't it?
Yes.
Man, they make such good games.
Yes.
Anyway, you go ahead, talk about
Aperture Tag.
Aperture Tag.
No.
What is it? What is Aperture Tag?
It's a paintball simulator.
Paintball simulator.
No, it's not. That's what the game would want you to think, just from the logo, because the logo has like paint, like the word tag. It looks like paint that's like dripping. Like, I don't understand what the word tag is for, but basically,
this like graffiti tag.
No, I don't know, maybe, but like, basically, this is a mod. It's $5 on Steam.
For what? A mod on what?
Mod for Portal 2.
Oh, okay.
So
makes sense. Aperture. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, this game, it's a mod, so it's not official, but it went through Steam Greenlight, and so now it's $5 on Steam. But basically, in this game, you have a paint gun instead. Sorry, not paint gun. It shoots the gel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The gel from Portal.
Yeah, from
2.
Portal 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the blue bouncy gel and the orange speed gel. And that's pretty much the premise of this is that
Oh, instead of using portals, you use those
yeah,
gels. Okay.
like there are some portals in a few of the test chambers,
but you don't place any of them down yourself.
yeah, they are like, okay, this one will pop up here, and then if you activate this button, then a different one, then it will move over to over there instead.
Okay.
But not all the test chambers have portals.
Okay.
But it basically comes down to you using your gel. Sometimes you have no gel to use. Sometimes you have only the blue. Sometimes you have only the orange. Sometimes you have both. Some missions, it will have these like doorways or gateways
Basically,
that have, like,
I understand.
like electricity, the electric field.
And it'll switch which one you have to use.
Yeah, when and now your blue is activated.
Mhm.
And if you go back the other way, your
It's
blue is deactivated. So instead of walking through, you put
the
blue on
down
the
and then jump over it.
Yeah, jump over it because it's there's the wall's only so high.
Yeah. All right.
So, I mean, it was very interesting. I liked it. The Wheatley-esque character.
Is it Grainly?
No, it's Nigel.
Oh, okay.
Nigel. I mean, his voice acting was. I mean, it wasn't like a. I mean, it's an American accent. Not a British accent or anything. But
Why'd you hesitate to say British?
I don't know.
Something against British people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Them and their teeth.
Okay.
So, anyways,
Just tell Uncle that. See what he thinks.
you'll probably agree. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, like, this new character Nigel. The jokes are alright. It's not like the best jokes ever, but not the worst either. So it was good enough. And I don't think you mind that I tell you what happens at the end, do you? 'Cause
No,
you're probably
I'm never gonna play
I
it.
know a bunch of people probably never gonna play it, but in Portal 1, how you're taken into the furnace and you pretty much like escape.
You have to escape, yes.
Yeah, like this one, you can't really escape the furnace.
Oh.
They put you in there and you straight up die.
So you're the test subject that wasn't still alive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I played that, and pretty much that's it. Other than me playing more of Magic 2015 and coming up with dumb decks and getting more annoyed by the game the more I play it because of how bad it is compared to last year's version. I mean, come on, like.
Yeah, you told me about the special packs and stuff like that.
But not only that, like, I'm just the game in general. Like, it's like okay, I play a multiplayer, a multiplayer game, and after the game is over, it doesn't take me back to the lobby. It takes me to the main menu.
That's always good.
Can't even rematch somebody. It's really dumb, but yeah. Let's move on.
Okay, yep.
Let's transition over to DreamHost, because DreamHost, they are a web service. A web service.
Okay.
They offer unlimited storage.
Do they?
Unlimited storage.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Unlimited bandwidth, user-friendly interface, and they are optimized to use content managers such as WordPress and Content5. And many more features. All that just for $8.95 US a month. That's pretty cheap, right?
$8.95. That's cheaper than Netflix.
The most expensive package for it. because
What?
it's in different packages. Netflix.
Is it?
There's a $7.99 package.
I think I have an $8.99 pack.
Oh.
No, it was, I think that was the one like you have to be grandfathered into or something. Or is that something else? Whatever. No. That's something
Anyway.
else. Yeah.
What's up, DreamHost?
DreamHost.
$8.95 a month. If you use the promo code out of continues, that's one word, out of continues, it will waive the setup fee and get you free domain registration. Yes. Wave.
We're waving.
I'm doing the royal wave.
Okay, Princess Diana.
Dun 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 dun.
That's the graduation music.
Dun 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 dun.
that's the wedding music. Okay.
So let's talk about some announcements real quick. We can definitely use some more iTunes reviews. If you leave an iTunes review, it is one of the single most helpful thing you could do for the podcast, because a podcast with iTunes reviews gets more hits on iTunes than a podcast without any reviews at all.
Yes.
So if you want to help the show out a little bit, please leave a review. If you've already left a review, or if you cannot leave a review because you don't have iTunes, you can always help out the show by sharing on Facebook or Twitter.
Yeah.
That would really help out.
We're both active on that.
Yeah. So other than that, last week I made the announcement that listeners can answer the rapid fire interview questions if they would like. So I'll just repeat the questions again this week. If any listeners want to do it, write in and answer the questions themselves, just for fun. Just to like have us read it on the show.
We want to know more about our listeners.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to share on to the world, to the internet, do it. Write into podcast@keys.com. Subject line rapid fire interview questions. Keep the the answers short because it's rapid fire. Yeah, no, don't need your life story.
Way to dissuade that.
Anyway, all-time favorite console. Second one, name 3 of your favorite franchises, or if it's not franchise, then a single title.
Yeah.
That works too.
IP, that
Yeah.
works.
3, if you can have lunch with anyone in the video game industry, who would it be?
Me.
4, what's one problem with the video game industry today? And 5, one reason why you game. So that is it for announcements.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to our main topic. I want to talk to you.
What's our main topic?
I want to talk to you about a game that I saw on Steam yesterday.
What was the game?
Go to Steam real quick.
Let's go to Steam Store. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, go to the Steam store.
Steampower.
Yeah, steampower.com. And I want to give a warning to any of the listeners who are going to look this game up.
Warning.
It is called Mount Your Friend.
What?
Mount Your Friend.
Your friends.
Your friends. Mount Your Friends. So
What?
I saw this yesterday, like on the newly releases. I was like, wait a minute, what is wrong with this
Everything?
picture?
Oh, what?
I clicked on it, and I'm not gonna show it on the video because this is just. This is just.
Oh my. What?
It's just vulgar.
I mean, at first it was like, okay, this is okay. No, there was a.
How did this game get onto Steam?
This should be rated A. What is going on?
How did this game get onto Steam? Answer this for me. You're making great conversation for radio.
That's a. Yep.
It's. I mean, definitely for sure, it's very juvenile and.
Well, the gameplay itself seems like neat. It's sort of what was that? So the guy that made QWOP, he made a game where you like climb things. I forget what it's called.
Is it
Yeah.
actually playable?
Yeah, it is playable.
I mean, like, unlike Co-op.
Oh, it's like I've almost beaten it several times. It's more playable than QWOP. But the thing is,
This has okay, to keep the show family friendly. There are some unfamily friendly body parts that wave high at you on every character.
they're doing twirls.
They're doing windmills.
Get as high as you can. Yep. Yep.
You might want to face the mic while you're talking. Face
Oh,
away from it.
I'm looking close enough to it.
Anyways, so like
That's flesh colored. Yep.
yeah, like, and I scrolled down to the reviews and I was like, how did this game make it onto Steam? And like everyone's giving it positive reviews, and they're like, this is proof that video games are art.
Wait, what?
I'm like, you're a moron. Look,
Genius.
yeah. All these positive reviews.
This comment, I can't read it. I can't read
But
it.
like, what do you really expect out of people who would to leave a review? You have to buy the game. So what do you expect out of people who would buy this game? I mean, like, I don't want to sound like an elitist judging people and their game purchases, but this is just juvenile.
I mean, it really looks like a fun game, but like, why is that there?
I mean, am I wrong to say that this game looks juvenile?
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Yeah. No. No, you're
said
not.
that-
No,
I
you're
said
not
that.
wrong.
Okay.
You're not wrong. Yep.
It's
About that.
aren't there like regulations on Steam? Like, didn't they prevented some kind of a dating simulator that had where you would get to the point where you'd have intercourse. You know, on them like.
Did it show intercourse?
I think so.
I'm looking at the video. That's how I'm doing the eyebrow thing. Okay, yeah.
Like, I think so. I mean, like, I don't know if it did. I didn't play the game, so I don't know.
I mean, it's not. This game isn't newsy, but it's highly suggestive.
I mean, they're wearing Speedos, but
they're wearing banana hammocks.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And they're all You know the song.
Like, they have 3 legs. I mean, the third leg's kind of small, but that's the third leg's constantly waving high at you too.
It's just you should for the submission. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I was gonna say you should post like a cropped out photo of like one of these dudes.
No, no, I'm not. I will not.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
So, like, I messaged one of my online friends, and I was like, how did this game get on Steam? And this person replied, like, they should have hired a PR person for that title. I was like, look at the gameplay. I'm pretty sure that title was intentional. And they're like, oh.
Yep. Okay. I don't have any. I mean,
the worst comes to an end, man. This
starts World War III.
This is.
ISIS takes a look at this and says it's a disgrace to humanity.
People are dying all over the world, and this is helping.
Make love, not war.
Helping the cause.
Make love.
I don't even know what else to say about this.
Yeah,
Let's talk about Crash Bandicoot now.
I don't know what you want to talk about Crash Bandicoot for.
Crash Bandicoot, man. What if they brought Crash Bandicoot back?
I'd rather not.
You rather not?
I don't know. I think
Sony's trying to get Crash Bandicoot back.
I'm sure they are, and I'm sure Activision's
Who-
like give us $10 billion for it.
Who would you want to see make a Crash Bandicoot game? Like Sony back. All right,
I feel like
and then they select a studio. They're like, okay, you make the new Crash Bandicoot game. What if they got Housemark to make a new Crash Bandicoot game? What if they
they're
got
not a big enough studio for.
Drinkbox to make a Crash Bandicoot game?
Drinkbox has only made 2D games though.
Wouldn't that be awesome though?
That'd be interesting,
Half of Crash Bandicoot was 2D anyways.
I suppose. Someone made a TV platform.
Like
I mean, then again, Drinkbox isn't Sony. I mean, that's just someone they could get to do it, though. I honestly think, I mean, it wouldn't happen, but I honestly think that the people at Naughty Dog would know what to do with it.
I don't think Naughty Dog should work on Crash Bandicoot.
I think they're skilled enough with gameplay too.
I think, well, okay, Naughty Dog is AAA.
Yes.
I don't think Crash Bandicoot should be a AAA game.
I don't think so either.
Because
But I'm not sure anyone else at Sony could do it though.
Puppeteer, the studio that made that.
I mean, that's Studio Japan, but first of all, their management is terrible. They take forever to release games. Okay. And then, I mean, like, I enjoyed Puppeteer. I haven't beaten it yet, but I'm very close to. But, I mean, I think it missed the mark.
The Housemark.
Okay. Are you going to see me just be dumbfounded and say, okay? I don't think Santa Monica is a good choice. I honestly think, to be honest, this is one of my biggest gripes about Sony, is they don't have enough gamey games. That sounds weird, but a lot of their focus has shifted.
What are you talking about, man? The Order, 1892, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
What?
That is like the most gamey game ever, man.
Okay.
You get to be chased by a werewolf.
But you see what I'm saying? Though they've got they just had The Last of Us. They're doing Uncharted. They have 1886, and then they're doing like probably another God of War, which they're probably going to try to make it as epic and story whatever as possible, because that's
struggle opening more chests.
But then in HD. In HD.
Triple HD.
Anyway,
H.
like the thing is, Sony they make a lot of great experiences, but when it comes to like gameplay and replay value, I feel like a lot of them miss the mark. And that's why things like Killzone is flopping, because like the gameplay is just not good enough. Like they put too much like I feel like graphics and gameplay aren't inclusive to one another. Like you could have both of them together at the same time, yet it seems like it's always the focus of graphics and not gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And like just everything, like I don't think anyone could do it, to be honest. And if I were to put it at someone in like at any studio at Sony, I think it would be Naughty Dog, because I think they are the best at establishing solid gameplay.
I like I was saying before, Naughty Dog's AAA.
Well, they split up studios though.
They've
got multiple.
Well, they do, but they're all like large teams. I mean, like I think Crash Bandicoot should be something for a smaller team.
Well, the thing is,
not a giant 100-man.
The team that did The Last of Us remastered was a 30-man team.
But like was like mainly graphics people doing that.
It was mostly honest
Oh.
because apparently the coding was like extremely painful to switch from PS3 to PS4 because Neil Druckmann said that their initial builds like would run at like 1 FPS and it would crash like every 30 seconds and
Mhm.
so
I mean, I think you need a studio that's fairly small. I think the game needs to be a downloadable game.
it does.
It should not be a $60 knack.
Yep.
It,
I don't think Studio Japan would work though. They
Okay,
don't
then.
have enough Western influence.
They can contract Drinkbox.
I guess that's not Sony then.
Drinkbox. Hey, like Drinkbox, they made. I mean, like Guacamelee, what came out on PS3 exclusively for a while. I'm pretty sure they would make a contract with them.
I'm sure they can. I don't know.
Housemark.
Why do you keep saying Housemark? Do you really think? I mean, they make really good gameplay, but I don't think they're big enough to, or they don't. They probably don't have the artists to do.
I can
Crash
draw
Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. He's a big head with arms and legs, and he has like jean shorts. He has sneakers.
You want to see what? Okay, visualize what.
Do you need a voice actor too? I can do that.
Woo! Visualize what stopwatch would be. A stick figure with the big head, with square shorts on.
Mount your friends.
Match what? Anyway,
Here's some more voice acting. Hook the bot.
Nope.
I did the drum sound and everything.
The sample was not HD enough. Anyway, can we move on? I think this is a weird topic.
You want to move on? I
Yeah.
want to move on with my life too.
No, what do you do?
Unfortunately, I can't.
Laptop, please. Oh man, seriously, my laptop just
It
crashed
just rebooted.
because Windows 8. Okay.
Okay.
What's next?
Let's talk about some news. You want to talk about some news?
Okay.
All right. Let's get on to news, which is I'm going to screen share this. So give me a minute. Oh, maybe I should put on the news first. Boop.
There's not much to screen share with the Sony stuff, by the way.
That is the wrong screen share. This is the right screen.
Screen share.
Start screen share. Okay. So, this week, EA made an announcement for a new service called EA Access.
Hey, access.
EA Access.
Hey.
EA Access.
Activision?
No.
Okay.
Anyways, so this is supposed to be like their equivalent of Netflix, but for gaming, is what they're calling it. So, I mean, like, I don't know too many details on it, but it sounds pretty much like PlayStation Plus.
Sorta. I mean, they offer 10% discounts on new games if you have that subscribed and you buy the new games digitally. They have to be digital. But they offer, like right now it's like FIFA 14 and
Yeah, FIFA 14, Madden, NFL 25, Peggle 2,
and then Battlefield 4.
And like those are you get access to them for free, right?
That's the service.
For the service.
So
Yeah,
it's either $5 a month or $30 a year.
Yeah, but like you pretty much have access to them.
Yeah.
But unlike PlayStation Plus, you only have access to them during that month. Is that right, or like
I thought it was indefinitely.
indefinitely? So
As long as you have a subscription. That's what I thought.
I don't know. I mean, like.
The thing is, though, like, you know, at this point in time, you could buy both NFL and it was NBA, yeah, NBA, no, FIFA,
FIFA,
NFL and FIFA for like $15 a pop used, and Peggle 2 is, I guess, Peggle 2, and then Battlefield 4 you could probably buy used very cheaply, and like the access doesn't include any of the downloadable content. So I don't know.
This is only for Xbox One.
Only for Xbox One.
Sony, what is wrong with you today? Anyways, Sony, they said that this service will not be on
PlayStation 4.
PlayStation because they said they thought it was a bad value.
Bad value.
And personally, I think it sounds like they just don't want competition.
It does sound like that, yeah.
Because it seems like, pretty much the same service as PlayStation Plus, except you kind of need PlayStation Plus to go online on PlayStation 4, so that's, not really the same.
Yeah. I mean, like, the thing is, don't you already get, like, I got Battlefield 3 through PlayStation Plus. I mean, would EA try to flex their muscle and be like, no more games on PlayStation Plus for you until Sony bends?
I mean, wasn't last month there was, Dead Space Trey?
Yeah, 3, Dead Space 3.
The bad one?
Yep. But, I don't know. I don't want... The thing is, I mean, it's up to people, I guess, but I don't want, Activision, EA, and Ubisoft all doing the same thing and saying, here's our games. And I feel like eventually they'll try to take it to, here are our games, but you have to get our service first.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like, and I don't know, for Microsoft, it kind of went that kind of idea goes along with their initial policy of always online, where you could constantly charge for service, that sort of thing. I feel like, I mean, it might be just because Sony doesn't want competition. Even though, as you said, it's not direct competition. That's the thing. So,
yeah, but they specifically said that the reason why it's not on PlayStation is because they feel like it's a bad offer. It's not a good offer.
Well, they're not gonna.
Their PlayStation users are now used to PlayStation Plus, which is an amazing offer. So.
Well, the thing is, they're not gonna go out and say, they don't want to offer this because they think everyone will want to just bloat their service with these, these what do they call them? Service. I don't know, paywalls. That's what the term, paywall. And I mean, I suppose that makes sense. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If it really is that big of a deal, Sony will change. They'll do a 360, like Microsoft did 500 times before this generation started.
You mean 180?
180. That's what I meant. Yeah, 360. Do a 360 and walk away. Have you seen that? The GIF of Michael Jackson?
Yeah, do a 360 and walk away.
360 and walk away, just moon walks away.
Here we go. We're gonna do not Dropbox. Do a 360 and walk away. There we go. It's not animated. Okay, there it is.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough. Do a 360.
360 and walk away.
And walk away.
So, anyways, let's go to the next news. Talk about Nintendo. So, everybody had their quarterly earnings.
Yep.
Coming out, and Nintendo, they lost $97 million last quarter. Mazillion, because it's Japanese.
What? That doesn't even make any sense. They lost Mozilla.
Godzilla.
No.
So anyways, they Nintendo lost $97 million last quarter, even with the success of Mario Kart 8. So basically,
Mario Kart 8 did really well. Do you have the number in front of you? Yeah, they shipped 2.82 million copies.
Yeah.
Of Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, but
for first month, that's not bad at all. That's really good.
Here's the thing, though, They say that they confirmed that Mario Kart 8 represents 65% of the total 4.39 million software shipments made in this 3-month period. So like
Oh, wait. So,
out of all the Wii U games,
like half of them were Mario Kart 8.
more than half, 65%.
More than half the games are Mario Kart 8
Yeah, were
purchases.
Mario Kart 8.
Did people? So people don't buy games for that, did they?
80%
Oh wow.
of which came from outside Japan. So, like,
So Japan's not even really on board either.
well, no, like 80% outside of Japan. So basically, worldwide, outside Japan,
Uh-huh.
80% of their total Mario Kart sales came from worldwide,
Okay.
and more than half of the Wii U software sales was Mario Kart 8. So
That's
that explains why they didn't do well, despite Mario Kart 8
because
being successful.
no
Because
one's
the
buying
fact,
games.
I mean, like, if you look at it in the sense of, okay, this is a small studio, they just put out one game and they did really well with it. That's one thing. But this is not a small studio. This is Nintendo. They don't have just one game to worry about. They have a whole console to worry about.
Yep.
They have to, support that console and, get the sales going.
Speaking of the sales for the console, you didn't put that down. I know what it is though. How much they sold that quarter? It's 0.5. They sold 0.5 million Wii U's that quarter. So the quarter of where their flagship title comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess one of their flagship titles. They still have Super Smash Brothers this year, but they only sold 0.5 million.
Yeah, this article right here, it mentions that the sales of this game can be attributed to existing Wii U owners and not new buyers.
Yep, that's clear because only 500,000 people bought Wii U's.
Yeah.
I mean, those could have been bundles like Mario Kart 8 bundles too.
Mhm.
That could have contributed to the sales numbers.
Yeah. But I mean, like what I was saying is that Nintendo, in their position of having a console, they need to have like a whole library of games doing well. They can't just have one game doing well.
But they need third-party games. That's why they're not doing well.
Yeah.
We've established this.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I didn't play Mario Kart 8. People say it's fun. I'm assuming it's fun, but just because you have one game that's fun, that I'm no businessman, but I'm pretty sure you need like a whole library of games that are fun and doing well, to keep your your hold on the
Market?
Yeah, on the console market. You got anything to add?
Nope.
All right, let's move on from Nintendo, and we're talking about, I guess the next one's Microsoft.
Microsoft.
MS. I didn't
Multiple sclerosis.
Yeah. So $.
Yes, $.
All right, so let me have it. What they got going on?
So Microsoft, they posted their quarter 1 results, and they're pretty lukewarm. They sold 1.1 million Xbox One and 360s. That's the number they shifted. I'm sorry, shifted. I guess you could say
Shifted.
shifted from their warehouse to
Need
store
for speed
warehouses. Yes. That's how many they shipped in that quarter. Both.
See, the thing is that like these companies like to use the word shipped just so that they can use the bigger number.
Well, the thing is, like, they usually say shipped, but when they are doing a lot better, so that's sold in. Means sold in the stores, sold into the stores. There's a sold through figure, means it's sold into the store and then through them into the consumer itself.
Mhm.
which both Microsoft and Sony did early on this generation because they were doing very well. But since things slow down after the initial batch of things, both of them have used shipped numbers. And Nintendo has always used shipped numbers.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
think
anyways,
Anyway,
let's get going.
1.1 million between both Xbox One and 360. That's worldwide. That's not good, really. I mean, Wii U sold 0.5 million. That's one console, and then Xbox One and 360, which is two consoles, sold just double that.
Mhm.
That's not doing too well. They're still beneath the 6 million shipped mark in terms of the Xbox One. So things have slowed down considerably, and hopefully this.
Are they still less sold than the Wii U?
I don't have those numbers in front of me. I think the Wii U might have gotten to 6 million.
The Wii U has gotten to 6 million.
So yeah, then this is still less than 6
All right.
million. So
let's look at the competition. How much Steam boxes has Gabe sold?
Steam boxes are 1 billion sold.
1 billion sold.
With
because
1 billion sold through.
Because of quality exclusives such as Mount Your Friends.
Yes, Mount Your Friends and Mount Your Friends 2.
I hate life.
And Goat Simulator.
I hate everything in this world.
You seem mad, bro. You seem you mad. Anyway, so actually looking at their actual competitor, not Gabe and Box with Gabe and Box.
What the heck is this?
Yeah, see they don't they've got other stuff.
This is like a text file. What the heck is this?
They posted a bunch of PDFs. That's their thing.
Okay.
But anyway, so Sony. Oh yeah, and the in terms of profit, the Xbox division made $104 million more than they did last quarter. I'm not sure what last quarter was, to be honest, but they made $104 million more. So Sony also posted their quarterly profits, and they're actually no longer bleeding money. They're making money for the first time in forever. They made.
Wait, wouldn't bleeding money be a good thing?
No, bleeding money is you're losing it.
Oh, well, because when you
bleed,
if I'm bleeding money, then I'm gonna cut myself and be like, woo, I'm rich.
But then you'll die.
Because you gotta know when to put the Band-Aid on. You gotta know your limitations.
You gotta drink more money water, right?
Yeah.
Money hydrate.
Know your limitations. Put some gauze on there.
No, they say bleeding. They say bleeding money when it's bad.
Triple antibiotic ointments.
When a company's in the red, it's not good. Anyway,
okay.
So they finally posted profits. They posted $265 million. This is Sony-wide. Their profits can be attributed to both the game division and the insurance division. Those were the two, the insurance finance division, which was their two most profitable divisions, I guess. And they sold 3.5 million PS3s and PS4s. They're doing that whole combined. They've been doing that combined statistic
Everyone's
for a while.
been doing that, except for Nintendo.
Nintendo,
since they stopped selling Wii's.
Yeah, they did.
That stopped selling a while ago.
Yep. So we're not really sure what Sony is at right now, but I think they've sold more PlayStation 4s than PlayStation 3s. But these are shipped numbers anyway. I think these are shipped. Yeah, these are shipped numbers, so they're not that great anyway. They're still better than both, but still not that great.
I like airplanes more than ships.
Airplanes fly.
Exactly. That makes them better. Much faster.
Typically, yes.
Unless it's a Malaysian airplane. Then
oh God, no!
You
Just
might,
don't even no.
You might
don't
disappear
no.
from the world. the Malaysia Triangle.
Okay.
No longer Bermuda.
So in this figure, no one really cares about. It's 0.75 million PlayStation Vitas, Vita TVs, and PSPs shipped, which is pretty terrible. That's really terrible. That's 3 different devices. I don't think they still make the PSPs. I think they're just getting rid of their PSP stock. I think.
From what I heard on another podcast,
They still make PSPs?
PSPs still sell very well in Japan.
Probably, yeah.
And that's probably because they like to bootleg them.
Well, it's not selling good enough. Obviously, it only sold 0.75 million out of all 3 of those. So that's not good at all. But they posted a profit, so good on them. They've been needing something nice for once. But
I need something nice.
Stop being so mopey. Jeez.
Let's talk about something not so nice with PlayStation.
PlayStation Beta.
There's an open beta for PlayStation 4, PlayStation Plus users, correct?
PS4 Beta.
What are you doing, man?
PlayStation.
What are you doing? So, anyways, this article from Kotaku here says PlayStation Now is still way too expensive, and they got all these pricing examples.
So they're basic, the smallest, cheapest rental that you could have is a 4-hour rental.
Yeah.
And even that is $199. It's too expensive. I understand they have costs involved.
Wait. These prices for the 4-hour rentals, though.
Really? What do they have?
Yeah. Well, first of all, this most expensive thing that they got listed is the racing game F1 2013. It is $49.99. It doesn't say for 90 days. Yes, and
3 months.
Yeah. So, but from what I heard on Screw Attack, when you do the 90 days, it's not 90 calendar days.
It's 90 days of you playing it.
Yeah, of you playing it. That's what Screw Attack explained it as. So I don't know if they're correct or not, but if that's not correct, then blame on Screw Attack.
Screw Attack is blamed. Okay. If you want to buy that game though, it's $39.99.
$39.99 on Amazon.
On Amazon right now.
For PlayStation 3.
Yes.
But you won't be able to play it on PlayStation 4 because it's a PS Now game. So, but okay, other examples they got. If you want a different racing game, NASCAR 14.
NASCAR. Glad we did the same thing.
for 90 days, you can get it for $39.99.
$39.99. Get the NASCAR.
Or Dirt 3 for $26.99. Or Grid 2 for $22.99. All those for 90 days.
Wow, those racing games so expensive.
I don't know. People want to spend a lot of money on racing games, I guess. If you don't want to play a racing game, you can play Deus Ex Human Revolution for $29.99 for 90 days.
Can't you buy that for $15 though?
$14.99 for 30 days. $6.99 for 7 days. Or for 4 hours, you get for the cheap price of $4.99.
Why is that $4.99?
You know what? You can get Deus Ex Human Revolution for cheaper than $4.99 on a Steam sale.
Yeah, you can. I understand.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it was $1.99 not too long ago or something.
HumbleBundle.com.
Oh yeah, Square Enix has that thing.
You could go to HumbleBundle.com right now. No, it is not. Yeah, it is. Okay, so
that's if you pay a certain amount though.
Okay, so for $15. You go to HumbleBundle.com right now. For $15, you can get the director's cut of Human Revolution, which also comes with the DLC, I believe.
How many games are in that bundle?
For
$15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You get Just Cause 2, Lara Croft Guardian of the Light, Deus Ex Game of the Year Edition, the original, Kane Lynch 2 Dog Days, Deus Ex Invisible War, Deus Ex The Fall.
Expansion pack, yeah.
No, that's not the expansion pack.
Oh.
That's the Android and iOS
Oh,
game.
okay.
The one that got really bad reviews.
Okay.
Norse Goth Veteran Pack. Battle Stations Midway. The Last Remnant. Just Cause 1. Hitman Blood Money. Hitman Contracts. Hitman Absolution. Thief. Daikatana. Mini Ninjas. Anarchronics. Hitman Code 47 and Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. All those for $15.
$15.
$15. All those.
Or you could rent.
You got a lot of awesome bundled in with quite a few crap as well.
Or you could rent Deus Ex Human Revolution for 4 hours for $4.99.
So okay, that's
terrible.
Okay, this is the summer bundle, $15. For $15 on PlayStation Now, how much was it again? It is 90 days. Sorry, 30 days.
30 days.
30 days for $15.
You get it for 30 days.
30 days.
No.
There's
No.
just no comparison.
I mean, look, I understand they have server costs, and it's not cheap to stream these things. But that does not excuse the price, because people will look at it and say,
No.
this does not provide me as a PlayStation fan with value.
Yeah. They will look at it and
you know
say,
that thing.
no.
You know that thing Sony said earlier about value for the EA thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll look at PlayStation Now and be like, nah, man, nah.
Value.
Value. Yeah.
Value. And
I value my value.
They're saying that they're looking into getting a subscription pricing.
They said, quote, definitely in the works, end quote.
Yeah.
So if they could do a subscription pricing, something like Netflix, I mean, it'll probably be more than $10 a month, though. It'll probably be expensive.
PlayStation Plus is a good value.
Yes, it's very good value.
$50 a year,
Yes.
and you get games.
You get 2 games per platform every month.
You get games.
That's good value.
PlayStation got games.
Okay, Chad Warden.
Games.
I'm talking about that PS3. That Pow.
So, yeah, you want to move on?
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, anyways, we're going to talk about Homefront and Crytek real quick.
Homefront?
What?
You should have said okay. Like me. Okay.
So, anyways, Crytek has been in trouble lately.
A little bit.
I mean, they've been denying everything and saying everything's alright, even though people have been leaving left and right. People have been leaving because they haven't been being paid. You know, some of the lead directors of the game have been leaving as well.
Some of the head guys from Crytek North left.
Yeah, but Crytek themselves, the management has been like, no, everything's good.
Iraqi Prime Minister.jpg. That picture of the Iraqi Prime Minister before, as like the U.S. was bombing them. They're like, no, everything's gonna be okay. Just type in Iraqi, not Prime Minister, Iraqi Minister, Minister of Information. There you go.
There we go.
These like weird memes.
We're fine. Just refocusing.
It doesn't show his hands though. Like his hands are like his hands are out and just like there you go.
There. All is good at Altfest. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what Altfest is.
So
No.
whatever. Closing that out. Close this humble bundle out too. So basically, since Deep Silver was publishing this new Homefront game, which looked really awesome when they showed it off at E3. I mean, like when we did our E3 recap,
It looked really good.
it was one of the games that I listed off of, that I'm anticipating because it looks
beautiful.
Cool.
So beautiful.
Well, not just that, but like it looks like it's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, it does. But it still looks beautiful.
So beautiful. So from what I gather, it looks like Deep Silver, they purchased the IP, Homefront. They purchased it from Crytek. They they're moving development from Crytek to their own new studio that they're making. That is called. You got the notes in front of you. Whip those out. What's the? It should be the first one or the second
Like
one.
in the link?
No. What does it say?
What?
Deep Silver's funding a studio. Oh, it does.
Yeah, you didn't put the. Bruh.
Okay.
Control F that.
Studio. Oh,
Dam Buster Studios.
Okay. So new studio, Dam Buster Studios. It's gonna be in the same city of Nottingham, UK. That's what's it called? Crytek UK was in,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that they're gonna be transferring the talents over from Crytek UK to this Dam Buster Studios. So, they said transferring talent, so I'm assuming that they're going to be moving the staff, the developers, and hiring them over.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good thing for the the developers because they need jobs. It's
Mhm. A lot of people need jobs.
Yeah, a lot.
Hire Staffa. Someone hire
Yeah,
Staffa.
some people wish they had a job in the first place. But anyways, so
Okay, Eeyore.
it's definitely a good thing that they're that they're. Thanks. Okay. Anyways, it's definitely a good thing that they're these people that stayed with Crytek that didn't leave already are still retaining their jobs.
Yeah,
And
it is.
I'm assuming they're also going to hire new people to replace the people who have left,
Yes, because
or
they
maybe
don't,
even hire the people who did leave.
yeah, because they don't want the project to not have enough work or people to work on it, and then for that fail, and then they'd be like, well, that was a waste.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is definitely a cool looking game, and I'm excited to play it, but I don't think that is the main news coming from this, because
Then what is the main news?
I
Staffa?
think the main news is that people get to to keep their jobs. I think it's really important to know that.
Shining beacon of light in our world of darkness, isn't it? Isn't it, Staffa?
Yes. I mean, like,
Amazing.
it's definitely a good thing to know that that the studio that was struggling, gets picked up by their developer by their publisher, because the publisher could have easily been like, you know what, we can cut our losses and just move on with our lives, never see Homefront in our lives again, and don't have to worry about it ever again. But instead they chose, hey, let's we put some money into this. Let's pick up the developers and
Let's finish it.
Finish it.
Let's get the job done.
Exactly. And because of that, I think that definitely is. It makes Deep Silver look better.
It does.
I mean, it's not like, hey, this Tony Hawk game is not selling well anymore. Let's make the studio make maps for
Call of Duty.
And let's close the studio down now because we don't need them anymore.
Man, I miss Tony Hawk games. Anyway.
I mean, it definitely makes Deep Silver look better.
Yeah, it does.
So, do you have anything to add other than laughing at me?
Well, I guess.
So, anyways.
I'm sorry, Tigger.
The next news I got, you could dress up like Link when Monster Hunter 4 comes stateside next year.
Game of the year.
So,
Game of the year.
This is not the first game to do, a crossover
Yeah.
attire. You know, like you got Sleeping Dogs, in which you could dress up
Game
as
of the
like
year. Game of the year. What could you dress up in that?
in Sleeping Dogs you could dress up as Agent 47. You could dress up as what's his name from Just Cause.
Huh.
You could dress up as
Oh yeah,
you could dress up as Adam Jensen.
I don't remember those ones, but I remember the Scorpio gear because I think it increases your
Jumping from one
car to the next stats.
Well, like you could
Too
dress up.
good.
You could dress up in George St. Pierre attire.
And
The UFC fighter.
yes. Wait, in that game
Yeah,
you can?
yeah.
Why can you dress up as GSP?
Because he did
Was he-
motion capturing,
Oh, that makes sense actually.
or I don't know if he did motion capturing or he did what's it called, consulting.
Oh, consulting probably for the fighting or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
one or the other, or both. But I'm pretty sure you could also dress up as Bruce Lee. I think. That doesn't sound like something that wouldn't be in the game. I mean, it's a game that you could play as an Asian, so of course you can dress up as Bruce
In
Lee.
Metal Gear Solid 4, you could dress up as an assassin.
Yeah.
In
Well, that's the same. Well, that's the same universe though. That's different.
what do you mean same universe?
Oh, assassin. Oh,
Assassin from Assassin's Creed.
Oh. Sorry.
What do you think I was saying?
I was thinking Cyborg Ninja for some reason.
Nah, man, nah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
In Sunset Overdrive, you could play as a female assassin. Oh, Ubisoft, you so silly.
So this isn't the first time.
Yeah.
In fact,
I mean, Nintendo doesn't really have much else going for it. They might as well go for broke.
Like most of those examples I named, well, especially the Sleeping Dogs, it's like the Sleeping Dogs examples are just really silly.
But the jumping from one card to another is a great boost to have.
It is.
I never used it. I never jumped from one card to another because all the cars are like garbage. So if I did want a new car, I was always like
doing it in Wheelman.
Because you could jump like 50 feet from one car to the next.
Vin Diesel's the man.
He is the man.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, the Zelda is definitely in Nintendo's top 5 most popular franchises.
Right behind Mario, and Mario.
Yeah, Mario Kart, Smash Bros. And
Mario.
and Luigi. No, Luigi's behind Zelda. And what if Zelda was a girl?
What if Zelda was
What if Zelda was a girl?
Nintendo.
But anyways.
Please understand.
Camelot.
What? What's that?
I think that's Mario Tennis.
I don't remember that. Who said that?
Like Wario would be like Nintendo, and then Waluigi would be like Camelot.
Oh.
Anyways, like with Nintendo doing this, I mean, obviously they have a contract with Capcom to do this because Monster Hunter is a Capcom game. At this point, it seems like Nintendo is starting to.
Please buy this game because it has Link in it.
Yeah, like seems like they are like spreading Link around a bit too much.
Well, they had Wind Waker HD, and
Hyrule Warriors.
And then Hyrule Warriors is coming out, and it's like everything with Legend of Zelda's in there.
Yeah.
And it's like not even like they're. I mean, I guess they're trying to make it like they have canon things in there, but I doubt it's canon at all.
I guess I mean one major difference between this and Hyrule Warriors is that Monster Hunter has a huge following behind it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who play Monster Hunter really like that game. While Dynasty Warriors is Dynasty Warriors.
It's a terrible franchise.
It is like the Japanese equivalent of Madden.
It's It's been bad since like the first one. The first one was only neat because it was like,
Wait, the first Dynasty Warriors was a fighting game.
was it?
Yes. First Dynasty Warriors was a fighting game, dude.
I don't remember that.
It was on PlayStation. It was a fighting game.
So they had one on PlayStation, and then on PlayStation 2, that's when they went to their.
Yeah, it became a hack and slash by then.
I forget what they call it. There's a Japanese thing people call it. Anyway, whatever.
Godzilla.
It's whatever.
Mazillion.
Yes, Mazillion.
But I don't know. Like, do you agree with me that it seems like they're spreading Link around a bit too much?
That was part of their strategies to like spread their IPs around more often.
I mean, it was really silly when they did it with Namco and Tekken.
Oh yeah.
Like the Wii U version
and you could
of
get
Tekken.
you could get the mushroom and stuff like that.
Not only that, but like you had characters dressed up as
Mario, like some of the
like Heihachi.
Some of the gears you could put on.
Mario.
Yeah, you could put on like different Nintendo gear and stuff.
One
like
of the
that.
chicks dressed up as the princess.
Yep.
I don't know.
They really are doing like these, like in Bayonetta, the Bayonetta 1 port.
They're doing that too.
They've got Peach and Link in there.
And Samus.
And Samus? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's dressed up as Samus as well.
Okay.
I don't know, like they.
I mean, I guess.
So it's like, it seems that Nintendo's business strategy is not get third-party games in, but what the few third parties that they can get,
Just put Nintendo stuff in there.
Yes.
So people are like, man, it's got Mario in here. Man, I could dress up as Peach. Bayonetta in a Peach costume. Yeah.
I'm surprised that Batman Armored Edition didn't have like a Mario power up. You get the fire flower suit.
It's a stun suit. He instead of his black cape, he uses the Mario yellow cape. Just Batman wearing a goofy Mario yellow cape, and he goes boring.
and for his when you get like the combo multiplier and it says press both those buttons at the same time, he'll do the little spin.
No, stop on no.
Oh, this is amazing. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people are like stoked about this.
Yeah,
but I feel like hey, Nintendo.
It was their strategy to spread their IPs around, but I feel like everything they're trying to do now is like, oh, let's put something Nintendo in there. And I don't know if it's them initiating that or if it's like these companies saying, hey, let's put something Nintendo in there. Like I saw you do this with another game, but I don't know. It just seems. Like one of the things they feared was like devaluing their like IPs or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like it's devaluing.
They're doing it to because they're doing it to essentially like every game. I feel like they are. If they do it in the right cases, like I think Hyrule Warriors could be decent. Like they seem to be putting some effort into that. But like just these like random skins everywhere, it's like what's.
Do you think I can get a Mario skin for Beware the Bully? Think it's possible?
Sure.
It can happen?
Yep.
Wii U exclusive. You got to play it on the Wii U web browser.
Web browser, yeah. The text that's the Wii U web browser automatically loads the extra skin.
Yep. Alright. So let me end the screen share.
Yep.
And screen share. Hey!
We're back!
It is I.
You have two eyes.
It is I.
Two eyes.
So let me get back to what are we talking about now? We are done with the news. So that's it for the news. You got anything else that you want to mention?
No, not really. No.
Nothing.
Gamescom is coming up in Cologne, Germany.
Cologne.
Yep.
Is it cheap Cologne or is it like the nice expensive Cologne?
It is the city Cologne.
Oh, I was confused. So, anyways, we got no listener feedback this week, but if you want to write in to the show, write into podcast@outofcontinues.com, and we will read your email, answer your question, or it can be feedback or any random comment you want to say, as long as it is, appropriate and, doesn't get me sued or anything or offend half my audience, then yeah, sure, I'll read it,
Staffa, you already offend half the audience.
That's all right, then don't offend the other half.
Like, I'm allowed to do that. I'm the host.
All right, so anyways, let's wrap this up, and I want to give a shout out to Mr. Nathan Becker. He is also known as Ectogemia.
Mm-hmm.
That is ECTOGEMIA. You can find him at facebook.com/Ectogemia or soundcloud.com/Ectogemia.
Yes.
You can find his music there. He did the intro song for Out of Continues.
Check it out.
He also did the soundtrack for Beware the Bully, which is the game I made for my senior project. And you will hear one of the tracks from that soundtrack as this podcast is closing. If you are listening to the MP3, if you're watching this on YouTube, then unfortunately you will not hear it. So you'll have to go to outofcontinues.com. Check that music out.
Yep.
So, anyways, other than that, I want to give a shout out to Jesus. Jesus burrito is best burrito.
What? What are you talking about?
It was on Reddit.
Okay. That means it's good. That has to be good, right? Because it's from Reddit.
It's from it's Jesus burrito.
What?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Don't ask me questions.
Do a shout out to Staffa.
I want to give a shout out to.
I'm doing shout outs.
No, I want to give a shout out to Tim and Calvin because they wrote in last week. Chill out. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
All right. Tim and Calvin wrote in last week, so shout out to them again. Thanks for writing in, fellas.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to Adam because he listens to every week and he contributes to the show.
Being a great community manager.
Yep. You got any shout outs?
I was going to shout out to you.
I'm already here, bro.
Okay, bro. Shout out to my wife, Megan.
Shout out!
I'm going to make you listen to this segment just to let you know that I actually did do a shout out to you.
She's downstairs.
She can't hear us, though.
If we yell loud enough, she might.
I want to burst these guys' eardrums. Yeah, that was still loud. You see those peaks?
Yep.
See those peaks? Okay. Anyway.
If you enjoy what you've been hearing, support us by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter, leave an iTunes review, or you can contact by email, which is podcast@outofcontinues.com. All these can be found on the website www.outofcontinues.com, or you can find the video at youtube.com/outofcontinues. You can also give me a tweet. I am at SayedStafa. That is at SAYEDSTAFA. You can also hire me if you are looking for a game designer.
Yep.
I'm ready to work. I'm open for relocation. I need my life to go somewhere. I'm ready to work.
Well, I guess.
I got my
degree.
I'm ready for life to begin. Let's go. Contact me. Anyway.
Life begins at the conception.
No, my life hasn't begun yet.
You could reach me at Twitter. If you
can go ahead and have an abortion on me.
What?
My life hasn't begun yet.
What? That's terrible. That's terrible.
Can I cut that out? No, I'm not gonna cut it out. The video is permanent.
Oh man.
I'd like to thank my guest host for joining me today, Ali.
Thank you for taking me on this emotional roller coaster called your life.
Thank you for being there for me. I appreciate it.
Man. Anyway, I was thinking you contact me on Twitter, and you could just tweet to me at Phosphor112. That is PHOSPHOR112. Phosphor112. I'm really active on there, so just do it. No, say whatever. I don't care.
And if you are listening to this, then you are very fortunate because you did not see me scratch my armpit because it got really itchy and I had to like do it right then and there. Oh yeah, and now Ali's doing it too. So anyways, with that said, I am your host, Stafa. Peace out, everybody. Beast out.
Beast out. Okay.